What's going on, guys? I'm Steve. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to another video. If it's your first time stopping by the channel, hit that subscribe button. Trust me, you won't regret it. You're a returning subscriber. As always, guys, I welcome you back and I appreciate the support. If you're new to the channel or you're a normal subscriber, at the bottom of the video, you'll see an email address. If you guys got any stories coming out of the places you guys live or any type of video that you want me to do a review on, or talk about on the channel, share with the community, by all means, you can send it to email and I'll shout you out according to what videos come. But guys, listen, I'm gonna talk about something right now that's pissing me off, and I might catch scrutiny over it, but it is what it is, man. And it's like it's an elephant in the room, and a lot of people are not, or they're acting like they're not concerned with it, or it doesn't bother them, or like they're not even looking at it. And the situation is this. It's the chief of police, man. And everybody say, oh, you know, a lot of people say, oh, man, you stay on the chief of police. Yeah, I do stay on the chief of police. Because there's no way she did not know any of this stuff is going on. And Cerelyn Davis, I think, is a liar. You know what I mean? She's calculated. She assigned these Scorpion unit people that she put together. So remember, I said it's a certain mentality of cop that would be selected. You don't just say, I want to go on a Scorpion unit. You have to be selected into that. And she's the one that creates these units. So what? A likes, B alike, and they C alike. Mindsets match. She just in female form. And I'm telling you right now, she already gave them the green light to run roughshod. And this video I'm about to show you will prove that. Watch her diction when she moves, and watch her facial expressions when she talks. Now, this video is about the Scorpion unit and how they came to be and all this stuff and all of the scrutiny. And you cannot tell me she didn't know that about all these complaints and pending lawsuits against them. But she was just so stubborn. Things are what they are. All this stuff could have been avoided. All of the lawsuits coming out now, the Tyree Nichols situation. Check out the video, guys.
Controversial police unit at the center of Tyree Nichols' death. It has since been dismantled and an internal investigation is underway. Multiple officers have been terminated or put on leave, and 5 now former officers are facing second-degree murder charges. WRIG investigator Jessica Gertler takes a closer look at that unit in the blue wall of silence that has gone up around it. And again, some of the video you're about to see is disturbing.
Memphis police proudly showcased its new unit in November 2021, a unit that would be tackling violent crime in the city. They called it the Scorpion Team, an acronym for Street Crimes Operation to Restore Peace in Our Neighborhoods.
So just looking at the data allowed us to be able to say, hey, we need to do something now.
At the time, MPD brass told WRIG the unit was comprised of 3 parts: crime suppression, auto theft, and gang activity. In June, they told the city council the unit was also working with station commanders to tackle reckless driving. They said the unit wasn't subject to dispatch calls. Much of their work was routine policing, and the main purpose was visibility.
The Scorpion unit consists of 40 officers that operate in 4 10-man teams.
Mayor Jim Strickland applauded their work in last year's State of the City address.
Since its inception in this past October through 3 days ago, the Scorpion unit has had a total of 566 arrests.
But Strickland didn't say how the unit managed to arrest so many people so quickly. No mention of how the officers were picked to be in the unit, nor their training, chain of command, or directives. On the night of January 7th, Scorpion officers pulled over an unarmed black man. They say Tyree Nichols was recklessly driving, although the chief says she hasn't found any proof. MPD later released the video from that night, capturing the officers' disturbing and aggressive tactics against Nichols as they beat, tased, struck, and kicked him. Nichols' injuries were so severe he was taken to the hospital in critical condition. He died 3 days later.
Call out the culture. Call out the culture.
Nichols' family and attorneys demanded the Scorpion Squad be scrapped, stating units like this can morph into wolfpack misconduct and cause terror in minority communities.
The intent of the Scorpion unit has now been corrupted.
These officers went off the rail. They were beyond the scope of what we've seen out of our Scorpion unit.
Chief Davis and Mayor Strickland agreed there needs to be an outside external review of MPD's specialized units and use of force policies. On Friday, the mayor announced the Department of Justice and the International Association of Chiefs of Police will do that.
I'm not ready to say that our Scorpion employees are doing bad things.
Reiterating the 2,000 felony arrests they made and the 800 guns they got off the street.
I don't have regrets about creating units. Like I said, we just added more units to the department so that we could try to at least address some of the violent crime that we've seen.
A day after the interview with WREG investigators, MPD sent out this statement. Chief Davis listened to the family of Tyree Nichols, community leaders, and the uninvolved officers, and it's in the best interest to permanently deactivate the Scorpion unit. A decision applauded by Shelby County District Attorney Steve Mulroy, whose office continues to investigate Nichols' death and those involved.
And I hope that it triggers really a broader conversation about the need for proper supervision and training of these units if we have to have them.
Chief Davis has said the Scorpion team received regular training for high-risk traffic stops, de-escalation tactics, and fair and impartial policing. WREG asked MPD for an interview to find out more. We haven't heard back. We filed multiple requests under the Tennessee Records Act, like who was assigned to the unit, who was in charge, details of their training and directives, and complaints made against the unit and officers in it.
He physically pulled me out by my shoulder with a gun no more than a foot away from my head.
Cornell McKinney first told WREG investigators about his forceful encounter with the Scorpion unit just days before Nichols' traffic stop. He said they never explained why they pulled him over. He showed us the calls he made to Internal Affairs to complain. Calls, he says, that went unanswered.
If history is any guide, I think it's going to continue.
The Memphis attorney Jake Brown has represented citizens who filed excessive force complaints against MPD. His mantra:
read the fine print and know the rules of the game.
Brown says the city must release the results from that external review into MPD because transparency builds trust. We asked the mayor's office if they can commit to doing so, but haven't heard back.
The specifics of that investigation are extremely important in terms of getting real transparency.
Transparency, he says, will help rebuild trust. Chief Davis admitted that night Scorpion officers stopped Nichols. Training and department policies weren't followed, nor was the oath they took to protect and serve. 5 now former officers are charged with second-degree murder, another fired, and at least one more under internal investigation. Jessica Gertler, WREG, News Channel 3.
As of now, the city hasn't said how long the external review into the unit will take, just that it will include all special units and the use of force policy.
All right, I'm going to say it like this. I'm going to be straight to the point. Cerelyn Davis is not fit for leadership. Everywhere she's went, it's been some type of controversial matter, some type of destruction, and the situation, the relationship between police and the public trust has always been compromised. Atlanta, North Carolina, and now the big one, Memphis. I don't see how this chick is getting jobs. And I said this multiple times. This woman, I think she's happy with just the title. She likes the bravado that comes with it. The responsibility, she does nothing with. Does nothing with. You're only as good as the commands of the leader that's giving you the commands. And this is the leader. This is your leader, Memphis. Nothing will change as long as she is in office. And I'm going to tell you something that's crazy. I looked at her salary. She makes in excess of $230,000 a year. Well, more now, because that was like 2 years ago when she was put on to how much she'd make. You know what I'm saying? With the yearly raises or whatever. But she sit comfortable in her high throne or whatever, while normal citizens are getting their ass tore up in the street. And it's a damn shame. She failed. She failed the system. She failed her responsibility. She failed herself. Well, I don't even know she failed herself because, I mean, she is who she is. So a lot of times crazy people are delusional. So she probably sitting up there thinking she ain't did nothing wrong. But I'm going to tell you exactly how you failed, Cerelyn. Ms. Davis, I'm going to show you exactly how you failed. This is how you failed. First thing is this. In the video, you said, you don't feel bad about making none of these groups that you made. You feel bad about anything that happened in North Carolina? You feel bad about trying to cover up what happened with them kids in Atlanta? The crimes against children? Because you was friends with the cop? You feel bad with what happened with Tyree Nichols? Do you feel bad about all the complaints from people that look like you being brutalized by people that look like you, that you put in charge to make the community safer? Do you feel bad about any of that? No. You don't show no remorse. I'll show you another thing, guys. Listen. This is my big problem with her. She never attended Tyree's funeral. Now, you're supposed to be the ambassador of the police force. You should have just took the heat and went in there and showed respect. Mayor Strickland as well. He should have went. But y'all to take your dumbasses on TV, on a news channel, defend yourself, you know. And I know the mayor is digging in your ass when y'all got back in that fucking limo. You better get this shit straight. You know what I'm saying? You probably lied to him too. Didn't show no public remorse. You could have came out instead of, like, you know, you could have just, I don't know what, she could have came and just said something. Now, I mean, I'm just a regular guy that make videos out of a spare bedroom in my house. So a lot of y'all say, what do I know? But I do know this. Compassion, the sense of guilt, the sense of empathy. All of us have that, especially at an older age when you acquire what? Wisdom. She has that. She could have went on live, or she could have made a public statement, because she can call the press and talk for 5 minutes and say, listen, taking the badge off and speaking as a human being, I humbly apologize for this situation. And a lot of this heat could have been off for her because she showed some type of human emotion against the tragedy that happened to a guy that looked like her. Never did it. Hide behind the shield. Maybe this will go away. Now more witnesses are coming forward. Shitting on the Scorpion team. 4 teams, 4 10-man teams. Who was Scorpion team 1? The dumbasses that tore Tyree up. You cannot tell me she failed. You failed in the selection process, getting these certain type of people that you handpicked to go into the Scorpion unit. You handpicked the supervisors, which you failed there too. Adequate supervision for these roughshod outlaws running the street, kicking ass and taking names. Did you see the arrest record? How fast they lock people up? Come on, man. Come on. Come on. They running around in unmarked cars with no lights on them, with ski masks. They lucky they ain't get their ass killed. If they was in the wrong neighborhood, because somebody could take them as sticker boys. They jumping out the car and not even saying they police. What kind of shit is that? Sometimes they got on vests and it don't even have police on it. Where's the training? They know what they can and can't do in these hoods when they go there and victimize people, because they know that a lot of times black folk in these areas are not going to press charges to them or just don't want to be bothered. So they can just keep bullying and then embolden them. And then what? We have this unfortunate situation with Tyree Nichols. She also failed training responsibilities. These motherfuckers weren't even doing police training. Anything police, they look like just thugs in the badge. Just jumping out. Bunch of niggas just acting stupid. Anybody could have did what they did. Grabbing people, twisting their arm, just goofy stuff, man. And the fourth thing I think she messed up at is monitoring community complaints. And that's a big one, guys, if you really think about it. Because, you know, internal affairs is getting called. You've seen in the video, people are calling up there, hey, the police are tearing us up. What are y'all doing? But you claim that you want to mend the scene and bring the community and the police closer. For what? So you can keep kicking their ass? She ain't even on top of the game. You the ambassador. You're supposed to know what the community relations are with the police. You should know what kind of complaints. Hey, we got some complaints about these guys out here. How y'all doing? Let me oversee this thing that I created. You created this monster. You know what I'm saying? This is like a kid that ain't been parented. Just going out in the world and just tearing shit up. And now somebody else got to be the victim because you failed to nourish the child the way it's supposed to be nourished to make it productive in society, i.e. this bullshit police unit shit you had. It's all on you, man. It's all on you. And I don't know what, man, it's nothing she can say. You make $230K a year plus of taxpayers' money for nothing. I can do what she do. I can put on the damn police thing, walk around and say I'm chief of police, and stand next to these city council members and stuff when something happens and read off a fucking piece of paper. Cerelyn Davis, man, you need to turn your badge in, man. Get the fuck out of here. Listen, as always, like, comment, share, and subscribe, man. Tell me what y'all think, man. You think she should really go? Or you think I'm going too hard on her? Because honestly, man, it's no way she did not know that there was problems in this police force with this unit. The way they're acting. Did you see how after they fucked the Tyree up, they was happy as hell? Oh man, I was throwing blows. Oh, he's strong. Oh. That's what, that gotta be in your nature to be like that. And I think that's part of the reason it messed them up at the end. After what they did to Tyree, they was talking too much on the video cameras. But we'll see. But like I said, guys, I'll see you guys in the next video, man. This is a sad thing, man. It just pisses me off that she's not getting enough heat. You understand what I'm saying? She need to get all the heat. Instead of them walking the streets and stuff, they need to be right outside of her house to where she can't even get in the damn car. I'd make her quit. For real. Take care, guys.